Welcome to my channel. I am Melody K, and I'm so excited to be able to come to talk to you today. I love to inspire, I love to motivate, and it's born out of my own personal story. So today, I'm actually in my backyard and just relaxing, and I just wanted to come and just chat with you and share a little bit about myself, about my story. Hopefully, something I say today will inspire you. So, this video is about if you're a person who does not think that you could become somebody, or if you feel discouraged because of your background, I'm going to share today how my background, I was raised in a very poor family, but by the grace of God, God changed my story. So the bottom line is God can change your story too. So I grew up in Zimbabwe, Africa, and I was in Zimbabwe, Africa for the first 19 years of my life. Um, we were poor. We didn't have much money. We didn't have any money actually. My parents would have times where they would have a lot of money, and there would be times where there would not be any money. As far as I can remember, we always struggled, right? And in that struggle, we had times where we would not have tuition for school. There were times where we would not have we would not have electricity in the homes that we stayed in, and this was not easy as a child. And I really want to share my story right now because I'm on a journey of healing. Sometimes we don't realize that the things that happened in our past when we were children follow us, even with as much healing that has gone into my life and deliverance and prayer. Sometimes we don't realize that the things we go through as children, we carry some burdens with us into the future that we need to heal from. But I just was a young girl with a dream, and I just believed that I could become somebody. Don't tell me how that happened. I just think that God really loved me so much and blessed me that no matter how bad things were, I never took it personally. I actually remember thinking, this is not the end of my story. This is the situation that my family's in, but God's got a better plan for me. So as far as I can remember from the time I was like 11 years old, 15 years old, I started thinking, I was like, I am going to go into a different country. I'm going to go study. I'm going to change my story. I remember thinking, I don't want to not have enough. I don't ever want to not have electricity. So I started having a fire in me that was burning when I was still a child. And I remember, now this is years ago, back in Zimbabwe, 11, 12 years old, I think 12 years old. It was nothing to go to the city to take, like, we called them emergency taxis, like vans, which would ferry people, even buses. I remember I used to take this on my own. And this is years ago when things were different in Zimbabwe. And I would go to the city. I'd go spend time with I'd go to my dad's where he used to work, spend time with him there. My dad was just so amazing in that he would actually take me shopping with during the times he had. Sometimes I'll just go to his office and just sit there with him because he used to work for a company there. And I remember that it was during these times that I would actually go to the to it was a bookstore that had different stationaries and different books. And I remember I used to actually walk in this. I don't remember the name of the bookstore. I used to walk in that bookstore and read the books, see the books, smell the new books, literally the smell of something different. And I remember I used to buy pens. I was into pens too. And I used to go to the American Information Center that used to have different books of different colleges. And these books had different pictures of different cities in America. And I remember before I even came to America, I had a vivid imagination. I knew what Kalamazoo looked like because it was in the books. And I knew what Miami kind of looked like because of the books. And it was this imagination at a very young age. And I didn't know then the power of imagination, but it was this imagination that I was feeding that fueled my resolve that I was going to leave Zimbabwe until at the age of, I think it was 16, 15 years old, I actually spearheaded my own passport. I remember waking up like 4 in the morning in Zimbabwe and going to the passport office. I remember there was a line there. I remember being there 3 days. And I remember I was just a child, but my circumstances just pushed me to want different and to know that I wanted something different. And I followed that feeling with a vengeance, with no retreat, no surrender. I was like, I'm leaving and I'm going. And you couldn't tell me otherwise. It was like about 15, 16 years old that I applied for my passport. 3 days in the line, I remember that, waking up at 4 in the morning, going to the city. And I finally got my passport before I even had a plan of how I was going to come to America. Now, from then on, I will be honest with you, everything that happened after that, I believe that God just saw the resolve that I had and the faith that I had, that He moved everything for me to come to America. I came to America years ago, 19 years ago, when I was actually more than 19 years ago, but I came when I was 19 to college. My parents sold just about everything they had at that time. They sold their car, sent me here, and the rest is history. So I look back at my life today, and I am a nurse. I have been a nurse for a long time, over 20 something years. I've done transplant nursing, I've done cardiac nursing, I've done administrative nursing, I've been a nurse educator, and currently I am a mental health nurse and pursuing my psych nurse practitioner. And more than anything, I see the power of imagination, the power of resolve, the power of faith, the power of resilience. And I want to encourage whoever is listening to this video today, that whatever you believe in God for, I want to be the first person to encourage you to take that first step of faith, and that second step, and the third step. I believe God will meet you as you begin to take the steps. I believe God will begin to walk with you like He has for me. Today I stand as a different product from what my upbringing had said I was, but it was only because I dared to believe. So my hope is that you will dare to believe that you will be that thing that you want to be, that person that you want to be, and that you will achieve every goal that you set your mind to pursue. And I want to also encourage you in your journey to where you're going, to not forget yourself, to not forget your joy, to not forget to be happy. Because I have to tell you that that's the one thing that I am having to go back and recover in my quest to be different, to make it, and never have poverty. I think somewhere there, I lost my joy, I lost the spark that I had, and I am beginning to recover it all. I am beginning to recover the joy of the journey, the smiling, the taking time off, the taking a moment to breathe life in, to enjoy the space in which I am. So whatever you do it with joy. Go through your journey with gratitude. Go through your journey. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to be happy. And I have to say also, be very careful with what you allow in your space, because sometimes the negativity does not come from you, but sometimes the negativity comes from the people that come around you. At times, people don't know how to handle the light that's in you. People don't know how to handle people that have ambition and people that want to do more, that their response is to dim your light and to discourage you. But what that does, it takes a piece of you. Every single discouragement takes a piece of you. What achieving is not just the material achieving or the destination of getting there. But what achieving is having your joy when you reach where it is that you're going. I hope this has been a blessing to whoever is listening, and I am not going to stop. I am still going, but joyfully going. I know I will see you at the top. Remember to like, to subscribe, and share the video if you think it will help somebody who is set to make a difference, somebody who knows that they're destined for greatness. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by in my channel. Take care. Bye.